Please don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. You know it makes sense. Come on, you irons. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Whatever time of day it is, wherever you're watching this around the world, welcome to Balls from Iron. I am Gatesy, your host. There's been a development regarding the, is he coming, is he not coming, Jesse Lingard situation. Now, obviously, in the last few days, there's been a number of developments. There was the Instagram post from Louis Scott, Jesse Lingard's brother. There was the news today that Jesse Lingard has rejected any contract offer that Manchester United have offered him. Now, this has literally just come to me. I'm recording this on Friday the 19th at 5 to 9 p.m. And this is telling me, this piece of information says that West Ham have been told by Jesse Lingard that he wishes to return to the club during the January transfer window. This piece goes on to say that Jesse Lingard's brother, who is also his agent, is also keen on the move, and that West Ham are also eager to complete the deal due to the fact that Saeed Benrahma is going to the African Cup of Nations in January. So this is the development. That development has now changed the picture quite drastically, because now Jesse Lingard is now coming out and telling West Ham that he wants to return to the club in January. And obviously his brother, the agent. Now, I have to confess, I'm not totally sure if this is the same brother, Louis Scott, who put out the post on his Instagram post. I don't know whether he's got more than one brother. I've got no idea. But it's a rather interesting development that his brother is also keen on this move going through. So everything's now looking like this move is going to happen. You've got the player that's saying he wants to come back. You've got the agent / brother that is keen to get the move done. You've got the buying club, West Ham, keen to get the deal done. And you've got a situation where Manchester United have to basically sell him in January, or else he will walk for nothing when the season comes to its conclusion. So as a business, that doesn't make sense. The only thing that I'm concerned about, the only fly in the ointment that I can see, is if Manchester United dig their heels in, because at this moment in time, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, top three in the Premier League this season, in my opinion, you have to take to one side, namely Manchester City, Chelsea and Liverpool. But once you get past those three, fourth place in the Premier League is very much up for grabs. Now, is it going to be us? Is it going to be Manchester United? Could it be Tottenham? Could it be Arsenal? Could it be Leicester? We're all vying for that fourth place spot. Now, would Manchester United sell Jesse Lingard to a direct rival? That's the only thing that concerns me. Now, I rather suspect that may be a complication. That may be a stumbling block, because if they look at us and genuinely believe that we could possibly scupper their chances of getting fourth place by finishing fourth ourselves, and obviously Jesse Lingard would give us a little bit more of an advantage over them than we may have presently, I think that they may well actually dig their heels in, and there's every possibility that, despite the fact it makes no business sense, despite the fact that all reasonable logic points to Manchester United really ought to sell before they lose Jesse Lingard in the summer for nothing. All logic says that should happen. But the world of football is not a logical place. The world of football sometimes doesn't make sense and isn't rational to us mere mortals. So there's a little part of me that is a bit concerned that it may not happen in January. Yes, Jesse Lingard wants it to happen. Yes, the agent / brother wants it to happen. Yes, West Ham and David Moyes wants it to happen. But if Manchester United say, actually, we view West Ham as a direct competitor and we're not going to sell to them, and we'd rather lose Jesse Lingard for nothing in the summer, rather than risk Jesse Lingard going to West Ham, Jesse Lingard getting goals, getting assists, that come the end of the season would translate to West Ham finishing in 4th place in the Premier League at our expense, then I think that there's every possibility that Manchester United would actually say, no, we're going to keep Jesse Lingard here. We're going to let his contract wind down, and we'll accept losing him for nothing, because we would only get a nominal fee for him, maybe £10 million. But that £10 million that we're potentially losing by letting him wind his contract down is significantly outweighed by what we would potentially lose in lost revenue in not qualifying for the Champions League at the expense of West Ham if Jesse Lingard goes there and gets the goals and gets the assists that propels West Ham to fall for our expense. So although this is a significant development that I've got hold of tonight, although this is something that has excited me because I am a Jesse Lingard fan, and I was a fan of Jesse Lingard before he came to London Stadium, let alone what he did when he turned up on the loan spell last season. Obviously 16 games, 9 goals, 5 assists from memory, and getting us to 6th place in a Europa League spot. I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit cautious and thinking, I think we might have been a little bit more, it might have been a bit more advantageous for us in a strange sort of way if we'd have been a bit further down the table, because I don't think that Manchester United would have looked at us as a direct rival, which we clearly are at the moment. But we'll wait and see what happens. There's many twists and turns, and obviously the transfer window is not open yet. The transfer window opens on the 1st of January 2022, which is a matter of 6 and a bit weeks away. I think it's 6 weeks tomorrow that the transfer window opens, if memory serves, and obviously the transfer window shuts on the 31st of January. So there's a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of things that could happen between now and when the transfer window shuts, let alone when it opens. So, but it's a promising development, so we'll keep our eyes on it. Jesse Lingard has told Manchester United or told West Ham that he wants to come. He's obviously told Manchester United that he's not going to sign a new contract. He's told West Ham that he wants to come. His brother, his agent, is keen for it to happen. The club is keen for it to happen. All systems go. It's just a question of, will Manchester United sell to a direct rival, which is what we are right now for that Champions League spot. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you guys. So Jesse Lingard has told West Ham he wants to come in the January transfer window back to London Stadium, back to where he had his period of probably his best period of his career in terms of his performance, and hopefully by virtue of that he'll then obviously propel us hopefully to a good spot in the Premier League, hopefully onto glory in the Europa League, and hopefully get his place back in the England squad and maybe go to Qatar in the World Cup 2022. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Only one thing left to say. Come on, you Irons.